programs here. It's pretty wide. So like I said, we're a construction company, and what I did basically, we have a wellness and health program at our company. Camille is here with us today. She's our HR manager, so kind of what my role here was to take as much as I could off her plate with doing kind of the wellness stuff and just those tasks that she does, just try to take as much off her plate. So that's kind of my duties. We have a bunch of classes right now that we have. Got a boot camp, Zumba and yoga, all done on our facility and during work hours. We like our employees to stay healthy, and it helps us in the long run on our health insurance, and also just healthy employees make happy employees as well. We do have some company signage throughout the building. We do a lot of do a lot of events throughout the year, parties, and we got a Top Dog coming up for all of our employees and spouse. So just kind of maintaining the signage board was part of my duties. The Bird Dog HR kind of sounds funny, but this was kind of what I could help in the HR type world. I know we have an HR class, so learning stuff from the HR class and then tying it in with what we did here was pretty nice. It just kind of felt like I knew what I was doing because of that class. So basically with that, we just created a website, maintained new job postings that we were doing, making sure that that looked presentable on our website, and then just kind of events too. That the last one's kind of that special event, so I'll get to that one a little bit. So as far as goals, just kind of basic things. Just I didn't know, I wasn't really didn't really know what I was getting into. So these are just kind of some generic goals. Obviously, improve networking skills, just customer relationship skills, learning as much as I could, and just making a big difference. And that was the big thing, was just making a difference and knowing that what I did here, can be remembered, and also just for my own personal career. So basically, I did most of these things that I wanted to. I feel as though transitioning to a corporate environment is something that is pretty crazy, going from a normal job to an office job. It sounds pretty easy, but just being in a corporate environment is something that's really unique, and it's completely different from what most college and high school jobs are. So I feel like I fit in pretty well. Construction-wise, it's a lot of construction guys and girls, and that industry is a little bit different than a rec type industry. So blending in with employees there was kind of a hard one, but it's been a fun journey. So for my most satisfying experience, I wouldn't say there's one. It's really just every time. Working for this company is something that's really awesome. The fact that we take care of our employees the way we do is super unique, and I really don't think a lot of companies do it and do it enough. So just being able to go to work every day and knowing that I'm able to work for this company is something that's really awesome. So for the negative experience too, when we kind of sat down and at the beginning and wanted to do a special project, we wanted to do a 5K. We do a lot of charity events, and so this 5K was going to be somewhat like that to raise money from a charity. Unfortunately, we started diving into it more and contacting the city of Richardson, which is where our office is located, because we wanted to do it at our facility on site. The city of Richardson only lets 5Ks happen at one location, and the cost would have been around $6,000 to $8,000 for the permits and renting out the space, bathrooms, all that stuff. And it was going to be about 300 or 400 employees and their families, so the cost recovery was obviously not going to be there. So then we kind of had to brainstorm and come up with a new special project. So what we decided to do was a basketball tournament at work. This was kind of a late minute thing, but it fit well with what month we were in. So we kind of themed it around March Madness, and this is the flyer that we had posted. Just a 2-on-2 for company employees, families, and then subcontractors as well, kind of other companies that we worked with. Kind of the strength and weaknesses on it. Cost effective was the number one, because we currently right now have a basketball goal in our parking lot in the back. Facility, like I said, the facility was there for us to do it, so it was just a matter of planning it. Another strength I think was kind of the weakness as well, is there's more time to plan the event, but I know we've had plenty of classes to help us plan these events, and when I was doing it, it just felt like natural, like just going through the sequences of tasks that we had to do and when we needed to do them just felt really like I was super prepared and just felt really easy on how to do that. But yeah, we would have liked more time and more notice. It could have made it bigger, and we could have had 4-on-4, 5-on-5, full-size court if we needed to. But we did what we could. Self-analysis. So, like I said earlier, it's pretty incredible how much your employees enjoy being taken care of at work. We had a wellness luncheon for companies in North Texas. It was a healthiest employee luncheon, kind of a competition to see what employer does the most. And so there was about 30-40 companies there, and it sounds like 30-40 companies is a lot, but you think of this as with the entire North Texas region, and just kind of these companies are what's doing stuff for their employees health-wise. So I think it's definitely here to stay. I think it's definitely here to grow in the future. Just wellness programs in general, really don't know how much of an impact it makes until you're part of a company like that. So it's a huge thing, and like I said, it's here to stay as well. So for recommendations, kind of, obviously the facility is growing, the company is growing, and so in the future, it's only gonna get bigger. Our workout room, I'll have a picture of it in the next slide, but just improving things there, and increasing more workout equipment would be good. And then future, like 5-10 years down the road, when we become a larger company, right now we've got about 250. So somewhere down the road when we have double that, 100 more at least, a bigger facility will definitely be something to talk about. So here's my contact information, and then facility pictures. This is just kind of what we do right now. Our fitness classes, like I said, yoga, Zumba, boot camp. So we cover half the cost for that, and then our employees cover the other half. Like I said, we do it during work hours, and we just kind of expect employees to give a little more of their time as we give them some of our time. So we do All-Star Challenge here at the top one. So almost all of our employees do that. It's a $50 incentive just to participate in it. So that's how we get such a large turnout. But yeah, it's your military, it's your boot camp type